Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm JJ and this is my island toy box. We have Scoot here. He's so cute. I was hoping he was here when I did my intro because he did give me a reaction. But we have Scoot. He's so cute. Anyway, let's just move on to what we're doing because I have two ideas in mind. I have a park in mind and I also have Stitch's houses in mind. The build will go next to Nook's Cranny. As I've said in previous builds, a build will go there. I did say the park was going to go there, but I want to build up the cliff and see how much space is there, because it could be a case of the park may not fit there or look right there. So I'm deciding between either Stitch's house or a park. So that is where we're at with the intro. You will obviously know what has been decided by the thumbnail. So let's just get on and build either a park or Stitch's houses. House. He's only got one house. So let's go do that. Let's go. Of course, the terraforming is a must. It needs to be done. We're going to start with that. This is the last bit of terraforming that I'm doing on this island. I may do little bits of terraforming just to round the cliff or put an incline in my next build, but not terraforming like this. This is the last bit of big terraforming and I'm happy about that. Don't get me wrong, I love terraforming, but when it's literally just a square or a rectangle, it does become boring. But this is the last bit of terraforming that you shall see, unless I have to adjust a cliff. I do know I need to put an incline just the other side of Nook's behind Abel's, because I want an incline going down. I do need to adjust that bit of terraforming, but that will be when we get around to doing that bit, or when I've done all the other builds and that's just a filler area. Whether I will do filler areas on this island as a video recorded, I don't know, because I haven't got that many filler areas. So it could be a case I put my builds in and then just do the filler areas without recording, because so far at the minute I can just think of Ketchup's bit where I did the bridge to go over to Ketchup's from my bike trail, that tiny little bit there. Obviously, depending how this terraforming is going to go, where the incline then comes up is just that little tiny space. So it will be most probably like a 5-minute video if I record the filler areas, and that really isn't worth the stress for me. So I think once I've done the next couple of builds on this island, I will just run around the island, fill in that tiny little bit, and then do the tour, because we're nearly finished. There's me stressing about my houses, or the villager houses, and I've got to put them all down in a little bit of space. I have decided to do Stitches in this area, and then that just leaves me with 2 houses to place. I assumed I would have had about 4 to place, but no, I only have Judy and Sydney. They won't get proper big areas like the rest of them. They will just be put where there's a bit of space. I'll try to make it a bit cute-ish, but space-wise, I don't know. So that's going to be a struggle in that sense. Well, no, not struggle, because they're literally just going to be placed where they're going to be placed, where I have the space. So, but no, we do just have Judy and Sydney to place houses. I still need to do my campsite. This campsite is going to be the death of me because, yeah. Why couldn't I have not placed it first or something like that? I will try to squeeze it on the island. I don't know if it's going to make it because space is running out. fast. I did say in my last build that I was gonna hopefully get Hopkins in to replace Cheddar, but I'm literally doing this build straight after my last build. My last build was my duck pond, and I'm literally doing this after. So I've had no time to get Hopkins. We are recording this on Friday. What is the day? Friday, the 9th of May. So we're a bit ahead of myself. So the weekend, I will get Hopkins in. I will do my flag. And then maybe give myself a little bit of a rest during the weekend. And then come back to doing recording on Monday for this island. Because it's nearly finished and I want it finished now. Because we're at the end. As much as I'm loving this, we're about at the end. It needs to be finished now. I'm running out of space. It's stressing me out. No space to build anything. But I did decide to do stitches because it was a cute little space. I know I could have put the park here, but I have an idea for the park. And where I want it is in front of the duck pond. Because near my house, I have a massive common with a park and a duck pond. So obviously it's not shaped like a duck, but it's a duck pond. And it just makes sense to have the park lead out to the duck pond. So I'm going to try and fit it there. Whether it will, I couldn't tell you, but we are hopeful. It will fit there because I have plenty of space to do it, but it's just a matter of what it will look like and how it will come out, because we're not that far yet. But I did decide to give Stitches his own little plushie shop. Doing the build, he decided to play with the teal constantly. I'm like, okay, Stitches, look at you having fun. I've just placed it and you're playing with it. So I think he approves of his plushie shop. And that is all for today's build. Look at Stitches behind the tree. He has loved this build for himself. He has been playing with that cash register. As soon as I put it there, he was straight there playing with it. I was like, yes, Stitches approval, let's go. Anyway, it is right next to Nook's Cranny. I just did a little walkway here because why not? It's always a why not. With some little party lights and a bush thing. I can't remember the name of it now. Yeah, that. In the middle. And then this is Stitch's house. I thought I'll put the We're Open sign so you know that it's a shop. And then I just put all the plushie shelves. It's very simple. I didn't want to do too much because I don't know, sometimes less is more, and I really like this. It's cute, again simple, and you can see what it is. It's a plushie shop. So he got all the plushies in the world to satisfy his plushie. What's it? Yeah, that. So this is Stitch's house. Not a very long build. I apologise for that. A couple of my builds, my recent builds, last builds, have been short. And it cannot be helped. Obviously, I'm running out of space on the island. So, less space, smaller. No. Smaller builds. So I do apologise for that. It cannot be helped, obviously. Hopefully the next build will be a bit longer, but I don't think it will be because we're going to be doing my park. My park will be just behind Stitch's house. Just here. This is literally the main bulk of space we have to put my park. And that's it. Well, no, we have a bit of space down here. Literally, that's it. And a bit round the side. But that's all the space we got left. Look at the lag on this island. She's running so slow. And that is all for today's video, today's build. Thank you all so much for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe. And I will see you all back here for my next video. Bye guys.